Hello and welcome people back to Let's Play Hybrid Heaven as we're going to face another one of these fiery Roombas. However, is it going to get around this obstacle? We'll find out in a second that it is not going to do anything. Damn it.
Except
He
that.
won. Yeah, but I think they specifically put that piece of debris over there so you could just stand and wail on it.
I feel like who designed those things took a hint from Gamera.
The spinning and the fire, yes. It's very reminiscent.
Yeah.
I really do not understand why these barriers have to take as many hits. I think the idea is they really don't want you to skip past fighting all of these traps. Because they feel that would make it too easy to explore or make the traps invalid if you could just walk to the next room without any sort of consequence. Though thank God,
probably.
though thank God the Roombas do not respawn like most enemies do.
That would just be dickish.
Considering how many hits they take, yes. Damn it, walked around in circles.
Nico, maybe you should like get a map. I hear those help.
I have a map. It's made up of green polygons.
Okay.
And like the map is actually specifically made up of polygons. I did check that. It's not like a 2D. It's not like a 2D sprite or texture. It is just like green polygons.
Why?
It was easier. It was probably easier to display that, and also when it's also a lot easier to like manipulate the shape, I imagine. Because while I do have it set to like, you know, specific like always face one direction camera mode, the default one is rolling camera. So I imagine that is actually like with the scaling and rotation, using a polygon is a lot easier than having a texture. Because those, especially in these low resolutions, get to like look really weird when you like swing them around. Also, like when you like how I can tell that it is a polygon. When I tried playing this game on an emulator, yes, I have considered playing this on an emulator because, I mean, this image quality. The map looked like just like so pristine and smooth compared to everything, compared to like the HP bars and stamina and everything else like that.
Maybe they just really like maps, Nico. You ever think about that?
Also, I believe the Nintendo 64 just had like some sort of an issue when it came to displaying 2D graphics, because he pretty much never done that. Like
Yeah.
even for a lot of things that were 2D technically, they still use polygons. I mean, it definitely was a lot more capable at doing 3D than any other system at the time. Children are watching, please.
I was about to say, like, what is happening?
Oh my.
Oh, now he's.
How did that give me brain damage?
It's because he shook you up real nice before.
Dang.
Ow!
Damn, he just got up fast. Last time I ever try and counter for anything.
All of the enemies now are just giving you the business, dude. Like they are not messing around.
That's the end game for you. But this is what we have the red healing thingamajigs.
Yeah.
Head crush, yes.
Head crush.
Fuck you.
Oh. Asshole. Jeez.
Ass.
This guy's fucking what a dick.
You're not supposed to like use the animation loop in order to escape my attacks. I am supposed to use them for you to get trapped in my attacks, you piece of trash, inconsiderable asshole.
Right.
How else am I supposed to win this? No, like seriously, if it weren't for that. S rank. I learned the backdrop. Cannot promise I ever use it.
Nico, you need to make an all attacks video for this game.
If I feel like putting out the Nintendo 64 out of my box. Maybe. Although I cannot promise I will get all of. All right, thank you. I cannot promise I will even have all of the attacks, unless there is some sort of a cheat code that just lets you have all of them. Could you shoot more lasers? I think that attack was way too easy to avoid.
I mean, you'll be helping make an all attacks video in the future. For a different RPG.
That is true. And actually this is actually everything you need from this corridor. This key renewal thingy. All of the other rooms, if I recall correctly, just contain goodies and encounters.
Well, we obviously want the goodies.
Yeah. That is true, but like if you were like trying to get through this game as quickly as possible, yeah, all of the other ones are completely optional. If I recall correctly, that is. Which may or may not be true, because I have recorded this several months ago.
So when are we gonna see your Hybrid Heaven speedrun?
And fucking.
I mean, you made a really good speedrun of Baroque. I don't see why you can't do it in this game.
Yeah, it was so good that I had to change the title. Although I did make the fastest casual speedrun of Shining Wisdom, by the proxy of there not being another one.
Which is why you should have submitted it so you could hold that title.
Yeah, heavily edited. It was actually like, the video itself was like in its entirety like 5 hours or so, but it was like good 11 hours of recording. Simply because, and it was actually a lot more. No, wait, it was like 11 hours of the game. And part of the reason is because I had to grind for money quite a lot. Because I accidentally bought 2 pajamas.
Shame on you, Nick.
Just get over here. Damn it.
Nah, he's not there yet. Kent's gonna.
There.
Oh no, he did reach.
Got it.
Tatsumaki.
I was really lucky because like he literally just like twitched his knee at the moment I pressed the like the turn stop button. This is probably one of the easiest enemies to ever fight because he just takes so long to get to you.
Well, I mean, he's got a limp, man. Don't make fun of him.
And go. There we go. Punch, 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 punch.
Sure
Yes.
you can.
And we get another thing that speed drainer. That one is actually possibly one of the more useless ones because you can almost never tell what the effect is. Like the speed one just like whereas defense and attack you will definitely feel the effect. With the speed ones, yeah, like the enemy movement. I mean, look at this.
Well, Nico, all I know is with all these stat items you've been collecting, the final boss better be a joke, because you better just like force feed him all of the stat down, and give yourself all the stat ups, and then just be running circles around him.
Did you already watch that video? I don't think I sent it to you.
Is that what you actually did?
I have collected these for a reason, alright?
I only came up with that because that's what I like to do in games that let you do that shit.
I mean, well, for the most part, for the final boss, I didn't do that, but for like the super annoying final boss, I did absolutely do that.
Good.
Because like, for the final boss, you don't really want to, be like super cheap, but at the same time, you also don't want to have to repeat the last hour of the game if you happen to die.
Yeah.
So, because yeah, guess what? No fucking checkpoints in between the like 5 bosses that you have to beat.
Jesus. Hate when games do that, and that includes Mega Man. Eat me, tryhards.
Yeah, it's just like, especially since this doesn't even have, like I said, it doesn't even have a checkpoint system. If there is at least a checkpoint in between the bosses that you're allowed to take advantage of, but you're not forced to, mind you. And like I don't know if there is some sort of a how did you?
What the fuck?
Shadow step.
I mean, you still killed him at least.
In 2 attacks. That's what I love.
And your reflexes keep going up.
Whatever that even means.
Means that life is your restaurant.
Like that's something I always adore about how this game's battle system functions. It's really all about figuring out in how few attacks you can destroy the enemy the most efficiently.
And we had a heal point there, which means something bad's about to happen.
I mean, we've already used the heal point before.
Which means something bad's about to happen.
There's always something bad about to happen.
That's quite the that's quite the cynical outlook on life there you got, Nico. I think you need to maybe do some self-reflection, or maybe learn to look on the bright side of things. You know, life is not all about doom and gloom. You know, you gotta find, even if it's just in the little thing.
You know what I would like to find?
What?
Affordable rent housing.
Don't we all, Nico? But we can't ask for miracles. So.
Yeah, let's not be ridiculous. You know, it's kind of sad when like where the living like the housing situation where you're living is so bad. Oh, hello there, fire. How's your sex life?
Where did it
like
even come from?
Ass.
Okay, I guess. Hold on, let's let the fire freeze for just a sec so I can pick this up.
But yeah, it's kind of sad when like the availability of housing is so bad that there is actually a wait list for people who want to live in a room in an abandoned school. A really long wait list.
Jeez.
Let me pick them off one by one. Like, how are you even supposed to avoid that attack? Like, please tell me.
A matrix dodge.
Well, too bad that I don't know what the fuck the button for that is on the Nintendo 64 controller.
Are you one of those people who's like, the only good Nintendo controller is the GameCube one?
No, the only good Nintendo controller is the classic controller on the Wii.
You know what? I'll give you that. It's a good ass controller.
Yeah, it's basically a PS2 controller, but with much better analog sticks.
Yeah.
And a very nice D-pad. Like, it's really nice.
Oh yeah.
GameCube controller fucking sucks.
You just triggered everybody. Congratulations, Nico.
I know.
Now, I want to say on Nico's behalf that if, in fact, really love the GameCube controller, well, I will say, y'all need to get over it. It's all personal preference.
Exactly. I mean, the thing I dislike about it is just how easily it gets clogged with stuff because every button is so big. Like grease comes in between the buttons, and it just gets stuck so easily.
That's cute. This guy thinks he's a fucking match for us at this point.
Oh yeah, run over here. Mm-hmm.
I would have laughed if he had just died from that.
Oh, that's cute. You think fire can have any effect on me at this point?
So this is like your last chance to fucking grind fire resistance if you hadn't already.
Not really. This one does not respawn.
Oh, okay.
But also, I don't really believe there is much of a reason to grind fire resistance at this point. You're not gonna be meeting that many men in black after past this point.
Running headlock.
Yes. The one good thing about the techniques is even though, like they take up a lot of time to set up, but they pretty much always do big damage. Send him halfway across the room.
I was about to say, you sent that guy flying. God damn.
I love it.
surprised this guy is still alive, honestly.
Yeah, he's probably the boss of all of the Man in Black.
Right.
The super Man in Man in Black.
The man in Onyx.
He's still gonna die. And I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh no. Oh wait, no, yeah, there is. What'd we get?
Speed enhancer, that's nice.
At least it's not enhancer.
But yeah, I always get confused with the naming conventions for the items in this game, because it's like drainer for the enemies, enhancer for you during battle, and then there is razor, which is a permanent upgrade, and you barely ever see those. It almost makes no sense why they're even in the game.
Right. Huh.
Different
Doesn't look
scenery.
like this part. It doesn't look like it's disintegrating.
Because it's way further up. Although, well, you say that now.
I'm sure it's smooth sailing from here on out. I'm positive there is absolutely no danger or threat in this immediate area.
Well, I mean, yeah, in this immediate area. But what about behind the door?
Oh, this looks rather nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why an underground spaceship needs a waterfall, but, you know.
Oh, there is good reason.
We're in the sewers, aren't we?
Actually, no. Far from it.
Oh.
Every time praying that the saving that the memory card still has the saves on it.
Yeah. Maybe all this water is just God's tears. Who put mines in the frickin' river?
Some fucking sadist, especially considering what's actually going into the water. These pods.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Ooh, boy.
So yeah, now the water, of life has turned bad, and we have just pretty much witnessed one gigantic ass massive abortion.
Yeah,